good dials to leave a little left on bones. If Mother Nature herself don't swallow me up whole, but the crows and the crocks and mama gonna starve themselves to death. 'Cause I got at least 100 years till someone's getting fed. Every day this river rises, hadn't tried or means I still got me an underwater empire, got me an underwater empire to build. I got me an underwater empire to build.
Dave and I are headed up to Alpharetta, Georgia. Dr. Anderson, whom we played a couple of golf tournaments with, is opening up a new facility in Alpharetta. He wants one of our floors to set it off. What's going on, Doc?
Clint, how you doing, bud?
Good to see you. You doing all right?
Yeah. Hey, Dave, how are you?
Dr. Anderson is a plastic surgeon in the metro Atlanta area, has several offices there. He specializes in robotic hair transplant. We can absolutely help this out. So one of the things we were thinking is, let's lay a hair and bone. Your entryways here, I know this is a mirrored image and this is your main station, so we'll set you up with a hair and bone floor here.
Okay.
A hair and bone floor to match it on the opposite side.
Perfect.
What we were thinking for the hallway, since it is a mirrored image, let's set a border in the middle. We'll turn everything to a 45 and basically walk each set away from each other. So each building will be its own unique set. So basically what we're going to do in Dr. Anderson's office, we're going to find the center of the building. We're going to split the wood off at mirrored 45-degree angles. So this whole building will be a mirrored image of itself. And then in the two waiting rooms, we're going to lay some hair and bone flooring. We're going to set this thing off.
Very good.
That's what we were thinking. Obviously, it's your building. If you're happy with that, we'll run with it. If you got something else in mind, we can run with that.
No, that sounds great.
Dr. Anderson, I know how important it is for you to have a eco-friendly, environmental-friendly floor. All the floors that's going to be in here are being pulled out of the river. No trees were harmed in the making of your floors.
No trees were harmed. That's outstanding news.
Our company is a green company. Basically, we're green loggers. We go out here in the river and we clean up the mess that man made 200, 250 years ago. Increasing water flow, increasing fish beds. Hey, it's a win-win.
Any special features in the floor? Or what do you?
This will all be virgin growth timber. This is original river recovered. This is 100% custom for you. No one else will have your size floor, and we're doing it 100% custom. We're going to cut you a custom size, even for your hair and bone. We're going to set up a border. It's going to be immaculate. We're going to hook it up.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, man.
We want you to have something that no one else is going to have. So it'll be 100% custom to you.
A unique floor. Well, I wanted a pine floor because it's good for the environment. You know, this is reclaimed wood that was cut down years ago, and it's being reclaimed from the bottom of the rivers in the Florida and the South United States. In addition, it's going to set my practice apart from other practices. You know, I could have put in any floor here. I've been to other doctors' offices, they've got tile or carpet, but I wanted something special, something that really set the entire space apart for our new robotic surgery center.
I want to make sure Doc Anderson understands the idea I've had for this building. So we're going to do a walkthrough and talk it over and make sure he's 100% on board.
Okay.
All right, Clint, so tell me about the thresholds. How we're going to bring the wood up to the actual operating rooms.
So we talked with the contractor what we're going to do. They're going to set their tile to us. So we're going to set, then we'll do a slight buffer. So no threshold pieces. Cool. So none of your tacky, made up threshold pieces. We're going to merge everything together. You're going to have a seamless, nice flow across the floor. You know, I don't think Dave understands what a work of art this floor is about to be.
So this is the center portion of the building here, and I think you were talking about a center board.
Yes, so we're going to have a border board. So the dead split to your two buildings. And then you'll have a mirrored image 45. So the boards at this point will turn 45 degrees away from each other, and they'll run that way the full length of your building. So you'll have a mirrored image floor.
Wow, that's going to match the grain of the ceiling tiles. That's going to look beautiful.
That's exactly. So everything from a feng shui standpoint, it's a nice flow. Everything, you know what side you're on. This way flows this side, and this way flows to this side. So everything has that nice, aesthetically pleasing feel to it.
I love it. I love it.
I can tell Doc's into this install, but the real question is, this is the biggest order we've ever done. Are we gonna be able to pull this off?
All right, so we got a basic layout. Look, it's gonna take us a couple of weeks to get them pulled, a couple of weeks to get it milled and sawed up. I'd say roughly 8 weeks, you're gonna have a floor in your building.
That sounds amazing. Really amazing.
We're
Looking forward to seeing
it. Thank you.
Great to see you, Dave.
All right, brother. We'll see you.
Take care.
eating right is extremely important to me. Not only because I like to be healthy, but because of my job. River logging is very physically demanding and exhausting. Not to mention, keeping up with Crockett and Clint is very physically demanding. Boys expect a lot from me, and I don't want to let them down. So I start each day at the gym. So whether it's at my hometown gym in Nashville, Tennessee, or when it's logging season in Valdosta, Georgia. I want to be the best I can be, and I won't stop till I achieve my goal. So once I get my workout in, it's off to the river to start the day's work.
Down south, down at the bottom of the map where them country folks always stay.
Better put it in reverse.
All right, y'all gotta lose some weight.
Going way down, way down.
Oh, the struggle is real.
Bottom of the map where them country folks always stay. Down south, going way down, way down, way down, way down. I'm riding around my bed, so I push it like a beer. So I'm riding out and I'm raising hell and I'm showing out for my kinfolk. Falling on a budget.
Hey,
country life,
I want you to pull into the bank right over here.
Time
to get Cheryl. No, we're getting Cheryl right here.
All right, Cheryl, we're coming.
We're getting Cheryl.
Who the hell is Cheryl? Has he finally lost his mind? I knew this day was coming.
Stopping here?
Right here. Go right. Go further right. All right. Roll up in the bushes over here.
I think I remember this log. Clint seems to be feeling all froggy for our victory on the Jeff Stone table. I think I'm taking this one to the sock hop.
Just gonna miss the spider she's trying to run me up into.
Where's she going? Like she just ain't stopping.
Right up in here, the bushes.
No, the bush is over there.
He said the bushes. Have you seen this river? It's all bushes.
Look, he looks like George of the Jungle flying through the tree. Christ almighty.
That's
Didn't you
a
know,
tree
Cheryl?
too!
Don't you? Can't you just keep up with where people locate? Oh, hang on. There goes the camera. Ow.
Not only is she trying to wreck the boat, she's trying to tear up our camera gear too.
I don't think
Hard
it's
right.
coming off
Hard
the tree
right.
at
Hard
all.
right. Hard right. Hard right. Hard right. Your other
That's
right.
obviously left. That's left. Your military right.
Yeah, this one over here.
Hey, sometimes it happens. I forget my left from my right.
So what is this log? What's Cheryl?
Cheryl's one of them logs that you had to wait for just the right conditions to get. Yes, I named a log, and her name is Cheryl. It's a big log jammed under a couple of rocks. You literally can't lift it straight up. You're gonna have to pull it out. So a couple more logs washed free. Dave and I found them the other day and got them marked over there on the other side of the river. So we're literally gonna wrap a chain around 3 logs on that side of the river to anchor the boat, and we're gonna pull Cheryl. Instead of pulling Cheryl straight up, we're gonna pull Cheryl straight out.
So the perfect condition is high currents, flooded river.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
Check.
For once, he's actually excited about poor diving conditions. Normally he's annoyed by this.
You're gonna take this one, this end, go around the log twice. Where normally you do once, make 2 full loops around the log, and then clip it back to itself. I'm gonna clip the 2 ends together from our winch to this cable. I'm gonna back the boat out so that I'm in reverse the whole way, because that's the only way I'll be able to drive across. So I'm just gonna hold myself kind of at an angle and pull ourselves to that side, and then I'll get out and anchor that end. I'm gonna let you babysit it over here. I'll handle hooking up over there, and then I mean, this is one of them, you know the story, either it's gonna work real quick or it ain't. Hey, this is gonna be epic. We've been waiting a long time to have the right conditions to pull Cheryl.
Country life, I love it. Pull white trash from way in the bag, don't knock it till you does it. Raise some crawfish and chitlins too. Don't tell me what you finna do. Won't take a lot to get rid of you. You don't know what you're getting into. My boys here and they down, way out from the edge of town. With hog knives getting hog tied, and I bet you won't be found. My 3-legged dog gon' check that sin, fold you up like where you been. Chain gang.
Somehow I think Haley's warped us to the Amazon or something. Man, we got everything ready to go logging, and here comes a monsoon.
Here comes the rain.
You know, given that we're a self-funded production company, we can't afford to lose equipment, so y'all have to forgive us. We had to switch from our main cameras to some GoPros. That way we didn't sack one in this monsoon. But folks, this ain't your average storm that we're working in.
Underwater, with bad weather, nothing really changes for me. On the surface, with rain and, you know, wind and trees, it's utter chaos for them. Welcome to my world.
You know, originally I was going to anchor some logs underwater, but I'm ready to get this done, so we're just going to chain off to this tree across the river. We're going to get this log out. You know, I'm getting in the water to make sure these chains are hooked up correctly. I've got Dave across the river watching to see if the log breaks loose. I hope this works.
I really hope this works on the first try. This is miserable up here, and it's getting extremely dangerous.
This log come loose about like I thought it would. Now I need to get all this winch cable picked up and get things packed up. The lightning's getting worse. I need to get my crew out of here so we don't get hurt.
It wasn't easy, bad weather, bad conditions, but like always, we got our log.
We got Cheryl broke loose, which is a good victory for us. We'll come back when the conditions are better, get a couple of good days of logging in, and we'll have enough to get this order.
Every night spraying on that campfire glow, a campfire cologne, and you know I'm not alone.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
I'm getting off the radio.
You know, one of the questions we always got from our first TV show was what actually happened to the logs once they come out of the water. You know, and I feel like we've done a pretty good job of trying to show you guys that. Well, today I'm going to show you guys how we get the logs from the water to the actual sawmill.
We blaze it up and let it burn high. We dance around the flames, joke on one another, calling each other names. We never took it personal. We was brothers and best friends, just living in the moment. Felt like it never ended. We did some good smoking.
Let's go.
Hey man, by the way, do you remember where we put these at? You know, when we find these logs, we bring them to a staging area near the boat ramp, and sometimes that turns into a problem because all these shorelines look the same. Then we have to re-find the logs we already found.
They're in the water,
That's a big help.
like beside a tree. Like they're in the water beside a tree.
And they're upriver. I'll narrow it on down.
No. They're downriver. Downriver.
That's
We're
right.
going downriver now.
The other 8 are upriver.
Yeah, that's up.
This is down. And this is a gun show.
What?
Don't they know there was Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, and the Kraken? This guy.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Maybe. Right there.
You know, we got about 10 logs in this pile, so I'm gonna put Dave in the water. I'm gonna stay up and run the winches, and we'll get them all moved. All right on. Well, at least we know we're in the right spot. So what we do is we pick up a log. We take it to the boat ramp. My loader operator Mark gets a hold of it. He goes and loads it on the trailer.
Did you just leave and let me run the winches too? Be nice if we had that boat girl.
All right, man, we got a good load right here. This will get us going on that order. Obviously, we're gonna have to come back and get some more, but this will get us started. Let's get this on out of here before the weather gets here and get on to the house.
All right, let's get to the mill.
All right, man. So what happens, we get the log out of the river, we get it sawed up, we make it into flooring. You guys seen all that on episode 1. In this particular project, the next step is to get the installing crew in. They'll start on the 45s. They'll work their way throughout the building, each side. When they get to the waiting rooms, they'll start the very tedious task of laying the herringbone.
This floor is absolutely phenomenal.
It's cool, man.
Man, our company does a lot of floors. I mean, we do a lot of floors all over the place, but it's very rarely I get to see a finished product. This floor is blowing me away. It's beyond amazing.
Look how tight the joints are, man. They did
Dude,
a
that's
good job.
absolutely phenomenal. The
You know,
45 gives it that extra bit of just pizzazz almost,
You know,
man.
that hardener they put on it's real durable. It's held up very well. You know, they've been in this building like 4 months already.
Yeah.
It's cool we got to come by and look at it and check everything out. You know, this was a monumental job for us, but everybody did what they had to do to get it done. This is one of the best looking floors I've ever seen.
Where's these 45s you've been talking about?
So like, this is the center of the building. And how this whole thing is designed is this is the exact middle of the building.
Right.
And then this building is a mirrored image of itself.
Right.
So it's 45 degrees running that way and it's 45 degrees running that way. The aesthetic side lobby has herringbone and the plastic surgery side lobby has herringbone. And then there's a conference room over there we'll check out. They did a nice border with a carpet inset in there. Like I say, dude, it's everything about this place is immaculate, dude. It's awesome. Changing this floor around and making it a mirrored 45 was a really great idea. It just gives this building an extra pop. Let's go check out the conference room.
Yeah, show me that conference room.
Check it out.
There's Doc right there.
See? That's how you know a man has a good time at his job. What's going on, man?
What's up, man?
Great to see you.
How you
Oh,
been?
really great.
How you been, Doc?
Great. How you
Good,
guys
man?
been?
Oh man,
Excellent,
man, busy.
Looking good. What do you think?
It's awesome, man.
Absolutely
It's our new
phenomenal.
medical office / skate park.
That's it, man. I like
Hey,
it.
you gotta have a good time at work. We just get to fight alligators, man. That's all the fun we get to have.
Man, I think I might want to be a doctor. This guy looks fun. He's rolling around on a skateboard, full surgical outfit. I think I can do that.
Have a look around and check it out.
Yeah, let's go check it
Yeah,
out real
man.
quick.
Patients talk about this all the time. They say it looks like a 200-year-old floor in an old Georgia home, and that's kind of what we were looking for. So it's really makes the entire space pop, and it's a feature of the entire facility. We love it. So this is the conference room where we have our meetings and do some training about robotic surgery. I do a lot of training for other doctors, so we sit down and have the didactic lectures in here and a fun little TV.
Everything turned out great, man. It's awesome.
Have a look at the floor here in the patient lounge.
Man, that
this
herringbone
herringbone
is
floor.
absolutely phenomenal.
You know, this herringbone looks absolutely amazing. I'm so happy with the installers and the job they've done. This is the best floor I've ever seen.
This
turned out
herringbone
great.
is really beautiful. Patients comment about this all the time, and really, it's one of the features of the entire practice and facility. People comment on it all the time.
We're sure happy with it. Like I say, I'm glad you're happy it turned out great. I finally got to bring Dave and let him see a finished floor. Normally,
man.
I got him
Finally out of
stuck
the swamp,
underwater.
Doc.
So,
See you, man. Good to see you.
so we appreciate it. I know you're a busy
got
man.
it.
We're gonna let you
You
get to it.
got
We just
it.
want to
All
stop
right,
by
man.
and check
See
it
you,
out.
Dave.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Thank you.
All right, man.
All right, buddy. Thanks, Dr. Anderson.
You got it.
And another very happy customer with 3 Rivers Flooring.